Hey guys, Really Pulley here. I had a couple requests to do a UI and add-on video for my personal setup. Mine's a lot cleaner than a lot of the ones that you're going to see for like a lot of other higher end Raid and Mythic Plus players. I personally like to try and keep mine as clean as possible, try and keep as much as I can off the center of my screen so I can see everything that's going on. Just to start off with that, on the bottom side here, this is all Bartender. I like it a lot more than the classic Blizzard UI. It's a lot more customizable. You can move everything around, place it where you want it. It's just a lot more in depth than the classic UI, I believe. And then moving on from Bartender, we've got details in the bottom right down here. It's a very highly customizable, basically detail of every encounter. You got damage, you got healing, you got deaths, how you died. It's basically a full log breakdown. It's a very, very key thing to have when you're running raids and dungeons. The next thing is going to be Plater. That's these nameplates above enemies. It's a lot better than the classic UI. You get cast bars, your buffs, debuffs, and everything in between. Another nice one that's not essential, but it is nice to have, is Deja character stats. It'll give you a quick breakdown. You can check your durability without sitting here scrolling through every item, what it'll cost to repair, your secondary stance, enhancements, so on and so forth. And then obviously some stuff that you can't see on the screen is I have deadly boss mods in GTFO. That's really nice for raid encounters, Mythic Plus boss encounters. It'll kind of tell you what's going on. GTFO will, if you're standing in something, it'll yell at you. And then pretty much past that, it's all weak auras. So this one right here, which is my soul shard bar, that is part of Kalamazi's weak aura for Warlock. I have it cut down a lot. In its stock form, there's a lot more going on, but the things that I really care about are what I have on the screen than my soul shard bar, so I'm not looking top left. Another one that we got going on here is player stats. It's really nice to know in time, so that way when you got a buff going on, you got high mastery, high haste, something like that, you can really plan your cooldowns around that without, kind of taking a guess on it. Past that, we have a wild Imp Tracker, and all this does is count the amount of imps that you have and the amount of casts that they have left. It's very nice for doing imp implosions. That way, like, let's say you're running down towards the end of, like 15 to 20 imps, and you want to do an imp implosion. You wait till it lasts second and a half, send them, you don't lose any. It makes it a lot nicer to keep track of. And as far as for Mythic Plus, I do have an interrupt tracker here, so that's basically so I can see all the interrupts from the party, so I can see, like, is the tank on interrupt cooldown, is one of the DPS on interrupt cooldowns, do I need to try and interrupt something? It makes it a lot easier to work with your party if they're not really calling it out. A lot of these that you're seeing are unfortunately older, weak auras. I just haven't gone through and deleted them yet since we're still so fresh into Dragonflight here. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I run. Like I said, it's a very simple UI and add-on setup. I just like to keep stuff as clean as I possibly can, get the information that I need to get, and really nothing more. I will have all of the weak auras and add-ons in the description below, so that way you guys can download them and use them. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the comment section below. If you guys like this video, please think about smashing that like button. If you want to see more, please think about subscribing, and we'll see you in the next one.